This video is about space and planets, and also Star Wars, so what more could you ask for? Hello! Welcome to Brainspill, the laziest show on the internet. My name is Tank, and one of the most iconic places in the entire Star Wars universe has to be Tatooine. The desert planet located in the galaxy's outer rim territories of the Star Wars universe. And I like Star Wars, but looking at the wiki, my god, there is so much to know about this planet. Even going into detail on the rotational and orbital periods of the planet, climate and diameter. My knowledge of Tatooine is pretty much summed up in giant sand pits, Jawas, Tusken Raiders, and the Cantina band that play that one song, which I'm not going to play for copyright reasons, but you know exactly which one it is, and it's going to stay in your head for the entirety of this video. This planet is just a very small part of a much larger, expansive and exciting universe. But of course, despite how detailed and lore-rich Tatooine is, at the end of the day, Star Wars is a fictitious world. Or, in the alternative, it's in a galaxy far, far away. But, if this place was real, what would we expect? Would we have the same large desert-style planet? Hot and arid with canyons, deserts, mountains, rocky bluffs, and even with lots and lots of sand? Well, we might just have the answer for you today, but one thing that makes Tatooine unique in the Star Wars universe is the fact that the planet's astronomy in the franchise shows that Tatooine is orbiting two suns in its solar system. So, what if I told you that scientists in real life have potentially found a planet which could pretty much resemble the conditions that Tatooine has and is basically a real-life Tatooine? I imagine a lot of you out there might be quite excited by that prospect, me in particular because my Jawa fanfiction might become reality. There might be a whole host of reasons why people will draw comparisons between the fake and fictitious world of Tatooine compared to a planet that we found in real life. Amongst many things, the main thing is the fact that this planet is orbiting two suns, which is quite similar, wouldn't you agree? This was made possible by NASA's Kepler Space Telescope, a now retired space telescope launched into space to view the distant galaxy, discovering over 2,000 new potential planets in the far-off galaxy during its 9.5 years in space, until it had its fuel depleted and was then ultimately retired. During its time in operation, Kepler observed 530,506 stars, and detected 2,662 planets. One of those planets being identified is now known as Kepler-16b, a planet identified in the Kepler-16 system about 200 light years away. This discovery is stunning. Once again, what used to be science fiction has turned into reality. Yes, this is all fascinating stuff, but something which I found even more fascinating was the fact that this discovery was made after the release of the movies. So, it makes you wonder whether this is all one big massive coincidence, or perhaps the writers of Star Wars knew something that we didn't. Maybe they're aliens. Well, I guess we'll never know. But one of the visual effects supervisors at the special effects firm Industrial Light and Magic, who did work on the Star Wars films, commented as follows. It's possible that there's a real Tatooine out there. Kepler-16b is unambiguous and dramatic proof that planets really do form around binaries. Again and again we see that science is stranger and cooler than fiction. The very existence of these discoveries gives us cause to dream bigger, to question our assumptions. So, here's a cool science fact for you kids. Scientists are able to determine the likely mass, radii, and trajectories of both the planet and the stars it orbits by studying the motions and how and when the planet passes in front of the stars, dimming them for a short time. This allows scientists to calculate this distance, size, and movement. Yes, it is these sorts of rough calculations that scientists are able to use to determine exactly where these planets are in our solar system, how far away they actually are, and how large these planets can be. And this one, pretty dang big. This is all fascinating stuff, but the actual science behind it is well above my pay grade. I wasn't really the science kid at school, I was more the talk about anything I want to because I'm bored in class sort of kid. You know what I mean? The planet has a circular 229-day orbit around its parent stars, Kepler-16a and Kepler-16b, which are about 69 and 20% as massive as the Sun, respectively. The newfound planet keeps a distance from its stars nearly 3/4 that of the distance between Earth and the Sun. It is somewhat like Saturn in size, although nearly 50% denser, suggesting it is richer in heavy elements. This has led scientists to believe that the planet may not be habitable, a cold world in which the surface is somewhat gaseous, but we can't really be fully sure. Yes, this fact might put a whole damp squib on the whole fact that you might have assumed that there was aliens living on that planet. It is this fact in particular that might disappoint a few people, on the basis that A, the planet is likely not inhabitable, and B, the fact that there is no cantina band on this planet, as far as we're aware of. But you know what? We are still relatively young in our understanding of the universe, and without actually going there, I guess we'll never know for sure. I mean, thinking about it, we as humans have been wrong before, on many, many occasions. Aristotle, for example, that Greek philosopher who everybody thought was super cool and interesting, and knew his stuff. He believed that the Sun revolved around the Earth. Well, science is stranger than fiction, people. That was all until Galileo disproved that theory, and that happened again and again and again. Basically, every time we had a smartest guy, someone else would come over and disprove that theory, which could be the same for now. We might be wrong about what's up there on that planet, and we might just well have a world full of Jawas. And I hope I'm right in that, because this fanfiction is spicy. So, we could be completely wrong about this planet. Maybe it's not a planet at all. Maybe it was just a smudge on the Kepler Space Telescope. Maybe in a couple of 100 years we will have people who are smarter than us, who can all look back at our studies and data, and hey, maybe even this video, and point and laugh and say, did you guys honestly believe that was a planet? Yep, that's right. Everything we know about science and the world we know it might be completely wrong. But for now, I guess we can all live in ignorant bliss, on the basis that we all hope and pray that Tatooine is a real planet and we can maybe go there one day. Let me know what you think, and as fellow Star Wars fans, would you be willing to go and live on Tatooine? You know, if it was like in the movies. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to be notified as soon as I upload my next video, be sure to hit the bell button. And if you've got any ideas for what topics you'd like me to discuss next, let me know down in the comments below. As always, sources used in the video will be in the description. So, whilst we're talking about Tatooine and Star Wars, I have one comment to make and one comment only, and don't at me because I'm writing this. Han shot first. I'll see you guys in the next video. Fantastic.